Hi guys, here we are back again. Frankly Frank, we're answering the West because the West is saying don't go to Philippines, it's a very dangerous place. Here I am in the middle of the fucking Philippines, Mindanao, okay, and I have to hear the fucking West talking shit about Mindanao. Fuck you all. Okay, today we're gonna give official advice never to go to Europe, to the US, to Canada, to Australia, any of these fucking countries, okay? Never go there. Why? Okay, today I'm gonna start with dissecting and bisecting the USA. Why should you never ever visit the USA? Because it's very fucking dangerous place, okay? I'm in Mindanao here, so let's compare. Over the last 20 years, in Mindanao, I think there has been 20-something kidnappings of foreigners, okay? 20, of which I think two Canadians were murdered because their government, Canada government, we don't give a fuck about you, Canadians abroad. We don't care if your head is slowly cut off on TV. We are Canada. We are not going to pay 1 penny. Oh, is Canada that fucking bankrupt? Everybody else is paying. It's only fake fucking money. You only print it out of a machine. You just go for 1 second and then you can send $1 million or whatever they want. Okay, that's only fake fucking money, fiat money anyway. The Japanese pay them, even the Americans, even the South Africans. South Africans were kidnapped here in Mindanao. They were released, okay? So what is wrong with the fucking Canadian government? Canadians, think about it, huh? Your own government is offering you up on a silver platter. Okay, why should you never ever visit the USA then? 20 kidnappings in Mindanao, USA. As usual in Western countries, everybody is trying to cover up crime figures because crime figures are fucking sky high all over the West. So there's a huge fucking cover up, and the USA is probably first in line of covering up crime because crime is really scary. Let's look at kidnappings in the USA, okay? So from what we can see, in the year 2001, federal government, 840,279 people disappeared in the US. That's around about 2,000 every day. 2,000 per day. In Mindanao, we had 20 in 20 years. One per year. USA is 2,000 every fucking day. Including thousands of children. 50,000 under the age of 18. 50,000. Officially, in 1999, 58,000 children. 58,200 children were kidnapped. Non-parental. If you count in parents and family kidnapping their own fucking children, it's millions, okay? Now you will say, oh, disputes, right? Marriage disputes, wedding disputes, whatever, family disputes. Oh, but that's okay. It's only a father kidnapping his own child or the mother. No. Many of these fucking parents kill their own children, torture them, sell them, whatever, okay? So that doesn't mean the children are safe if they were kidnapped by their own parents. In fact, the opposite. So just look at the numbers. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people disappearing in the US compared to Mindanao. Mindanao is super safe. Now let's look at the murder rates. The murder rates. People being killed, okay? In Mindanao here, where the American Army operates in the Muslim area, which is like a war zone, 2 Americans were killed in 17 years. How about the US? Every goddamn day, 100 people are shot dead. Every day, 100 shot dead. And for every one shot dead, another 2 are wounded. Have you ever been hit by a bullet? Me neither, but I have friends, and I know several people who's been hit by bullets. Once you got hit by a bullet, you know, your recovery is long and very hard, if you ever recover. Probably you may be debilitated for the rest of your fucking life. 300 people per day shot, per day, compared to 2 Americans killed here in 20 fucking years. Another interesting statistics, a lot of local Filipinos dream about, oh, I want an American husband, I want to go to the USA. Every month, 50 per month, wives get shot dead by their husbands, their beloved, dear husbands in the States, okay? Another 50 are getting murdered in different ways, gruesome, often very gruesome. That's 100 spouses getting killed a month in the USA. Children, let me see, how many children are killed? I think it's also quite a few. I think daily is around several children are murdered every single day in the US, okay? So don't think it's safe for you as a wife or to take your children there to go to school or whatever, or to travel there. It's not, okay? It's fucking far away from being a safe place. Now let's look at bombings. Everybody's talking about bombings in the Philippines. Now there has been bombings in the Philippines. There has been bombings in every fucking country. Most recently in UK, again, and in all over Europe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there has been 2 or 3 major bombings here in Mindanao over the last, like I said, again, 20 years or so. Now, what about the US? I want to start with an interesting statistics. Obama, everybody is like Obama Peace Prize or Nobel Peace Prize. My fucking ass, Obama, you were a fucking piece of shit, okay? And I'm an African. I'm allowed to say that. You dropped 26,172 bombs officially on the rest of the world. Bombs from the sky, dropping it indiscriminately. 26,172 bombs, and that is the very low estimate, conservative, right? Probably anything the government tells you, you have to multiply by about 100 to get to real figures. So there you go. You're looking at millions of bombs. So if we just very conservatively, each bomb you drop has killed only one person. That is hundreds of thousands or potentially millions of people murdered from the sky and outside of the US. In the free world. In the free world. What about inside the US? Bombings, there is a long list of bombings, terrorism inside the US, starting from the 17th century all the way till now. So, compared to Mindanao, the USA is an extremely dangerous place. With, in talking about terrorism, bombings, acts of terror, mass shootings where somebody goes berserker and just go into a shopping mall, go into a restaurant, go into a cinema, go into the fucking airport. The airport, yes, you arrive at the airport, you go and pick up your luggage. Next moment somebody pulls out a gun and starts shooting inside the airport. This has happened several times now over the last couple of months in the US. Mass shootings everywhere. You're not safe. Schools, of course. Schools, we'll look at it as a different topic. But mass shootings, on the average, more than one mass shooting every day. Every day. Every single day in the US, there is at least one mass shooting, where one person goes fucking berserker, crazy, boom, 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 opens up fire. Orlando, over 50 people got shot dead. People going on about Manila, this crazy guy who put a fire in a casino, started the fire, and then 50 people die from smoke inhalation because I don't know how I also don't know how that fuck is that possible. Can't they jump out the window? Can't they run out the door? Can't they crawl out? Anyway, but that is every day in the States. That case that we saw in Manila, it happens every day in the fucking United States. 100 people are shot dead. 100 every day. So, let me see what else we can. Oh, so we talked about kidnapping. What about another very interesting subject is serial killers. The USA is very renowned for its serial killers. People would kill for fun. It's their hobby or their job even. These people are murderers, professional murderers. They travel around the US, sometimes for years, sometimes for 10, 20, 30 years. At leisure, killing people anywhere they can find them, anywhere. And how many are there in the States? The FBI or the CIA, well, they're not all active at the same time, but every single day, up to 50 of these people are active. They go out to kill. So 50 per day are active in the States. Of course, there are probably hundreds. They estimate hundreds to thousands lying dormant, waiting. Before sometimes they wait months, weeks, months, even years between killings, right? And most of the bodies are never found. So there are millions of victims lying somewhere under the ground or abandoned somewhere in the mountains or wherever, or in the sea, by these serial killers. It's not only in the movies, it's fucking real. School shootings. Schools. Now, what should be a safer place than a school? Think about this. School. Inhabited by children. Little kids, 4, 5, 6-year-olds. In the USA, 4, 5, 6-year-old kids take guns to school. There has been cases where 5, 6-year-olds have shot their classmates or their teachers. Kindergarten, primary school, high school, college. All these places are open for shootings. It's at least every week there is a school shooting in the US. Usually several times a week. The safest, most innocent places in the world become a battleground in the US. Children taking guns to school. The CIA estimates 1 million students. 1 million students take a gun to school every day. 1 million. Sandy Hook was rated the #1 safest school in the USA. #1 safest. How many kids got shot dead? 20, and their teachers. 27. 27 in the safest school. Now imagine if most of these schools are not very safe, or not in safe areas at all. So if the safest school can have a massacre of 27 kids, think for yourself. Think for yourself. So, you know, you can just go on and on. The police, the US police, shoot people dead like flies. Thousands, by the thousands. For any fucking reason, anywhere, anytime. If I wear a police uniform in the US, basically I can shoot at anybody, anywhere, for any reason. And I will never ever be indicted. You will not be indicted. That is a golden rule. And the police do kill people like flies. And not only kill people, they actually, there's a law in the US, people don't know this, forfeiture. The police can actually just stop you anywhere in the country, or come to your house, or come to your business, and take all your things. Your money, if you have any cash on you, take it. Confiscate, they call it confiscate. Legally stealing it, right? Take your house, take your car, any possession you possess, they can take it. Without a fucking reason. It's just like, okay, we want your money, give it to us. Okay, thank you, bye. We want your house, thank you. Get out. We give you 1 hour. Get the fuck out. We want your car. Give us the keys. Last year was the first time in history that the American police, the USA police, confiscated more money than all the criminals in the USA together could steal. The police. And then the prison population. Millions of Americans are going to jail like this. If you walk across the road in the US, you could be locked up into jail for years for crossing a road, for stealing a jacket. There's a young lady in jail, she got whole life in prison without the chance of parole. She's never ever going to be released for stealing a jacket. She's in her 20s or her teens. She's going to be in jail until she dies, 70 or 80 years later. So what the fuck is going on in the States? It's a gulag. It's a prison industrial complex where the government, now this is how it works. Private prisons are flourishing in the US. Instead of opening a shitty restaurant in Philippines, if I was in America, I would open my own prison. Call my buddies in the police, call my buddies in the judges, and say, hey guys, let's work together. We're gonna make big money now. I got my prison. It's ready to roll. I got 100 rooms, let's fill it up. So what happens now? The police go out, your buddy's the police, they fucking arrest people for whatever, jaywalking, swearing, kids, children get sent to prison for swearing at school or whatever, any fucking reason. So once you bang the judge, you know, I mean, there's no way you can afford a fucking lawyer in the States unless you got millions of dollars. You can't afford it. I mean, guys like Michael Jackson, a billionaire, got wiped out by the lawyers. So how the fuck can you and me afford a lawyer? There's no way. So straight to prison. It's a procession. So in you go. Immediately, I turn the key behind your back. The U.S. government is paying me $200 per inmate, per mate in my prison, okay? So I got 100 little rooms, fucking cells, or I put 10 of them in one room. Soon I got 100 times 200, $20,000. That's per day. $20,000 per day. 1 million pesos per day for 100 little inmates. So where is all this money coming from? These millions and millions and millions and millions of pesos or whatever US dollars. Where is it coming from? America's bankrupt. They're printing money, yes, but they don't have real money. So where is the money coming? The money's coming from you, the fucking Filipinos, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Taiwanese, the Indians, the ass lickers, the people who give money to the US government. They use that money to lock up their own fucking people. So that's why I strongly advise you, strong advisory against traveling to the USA. You're gonna either end up in many, many different ways. Your life could be over and done, as being kidnapped, wounded, shot dead, banged up in prison like thousands of other foreigners for no fucking reason. If you get into medical problems, the USA medical costs are astronomical. Astronomical. My friend in California, his Japanese girlfriend came to visit. She got drunk. She bumped her head against the wall. They took her to hospital. They wanted $15,000 US. $15,000 US. To take a scanner and an X-ray. $15,000 US. Can you afford that? What is that? Millions of pesos. There was in the Hong Kong newspaper a while ago, the guy and his wife, Honky and his wife, walking down the pavement, raining or was slippery. He's twisted his ankle. Stupid guy called the ambulance. Can you fucking believe this? The ambulance was the hospital was 200 or 100 meters away. Instead of walking 100 meters, he called an ambulance. What did it cost him? In cash, he had to put down $5,000 US for a twisted ankle. $5,000 US. And then he's still receiving bills back in Hong Kong of thousands of dollars more. So, guys, remember, I strongly advise you against traveling. And next time, we're going to talk about don't travel to Europe, don't travel to Australia, don't travel to Canada, New Zealand. All these so-called Western countries, stay out of them, okay? They talk a big show, but in reality, they are fucking hell holes, okay? Stay here in the Philippines. That is your best country ever. And the safest. I'm here in Mindanao. It's the safest place in the fucking world. I'm willing to bet anyone on that, okay? Okay, guys, all power. Mabuhay, Amandla, Duterte, okay? Let's support him. Cheers.